There's a saying that I love. Happiness isn't magic. It's chemistry. Your current state of happiness is determined by the levels of four main chemicals in your body: dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. Just remember, dose. In this video, we will go over some of the science behind why we feel good and in turn bad. We will talk about our four happy chemicals and the things you can do to increase your own body's levels of these chemicals. It's nothing too complicated. Because happiness isn't just a mindset. It's your biology responding to what you do, what you think, and how you live. The good news? You can influence all of these chemicals naturally, creating happiness. This isn't a video about fixing yourself. This is a video about understanding yourself and some of your body's systems and how to support them. I went years without knowing any of this information, and I used to think there was something wrong with me. But really, I just didn't understand these systems. Because once you understand how your brain creates happiness, you realize that your struggles aren't failures. They're simply biology, and biology can change. So here's how to do it. Dopamine. Dopamine is the chemical of reward, anticipation, focus, momentum, clarity, motivation. It's your brain saying, that felt good, do it again. Dopamine doesn't just reward success though, it rewards progress. It's the little jolt you get when you tick something off a list or finish a workout, or even get a notification on your phone. That's dopamine. This is why a tiny task like tidying one small part of your room, replying to a single message, even stepping outside, ticking one box on a list can give your brain the same type of dopamine that bigger achievements would. It's not the same quantity now, but it's the same pathway, the same spark. It's also why social media is so addictive. It hijacks your dopamine system. You post something, someone likes it, and boom, tiny dopamine hit. The problem is though, those quick hits fade fast. They trick your brain into chasing instant gratification instead of long-term satisfaction. But dopamine itself isn't the enemy. It gives you motivation, drive, focus. Without it, even getting out of bed would feel impossible. Depression. When people feel unmotivated, stuck, tired, or lost, they think it's a character flaw. Often, it's just low dopamine from too many days without those small wins. Your brain's rule on this is simple. Use it or lose it. Neural pathways strengthen through repetition. If you give your brain nothing to complete, your dopamine system goes quiet. The trick is to earn your dopamine, not just chase it. To link it to real, meaningful progress instead of just empty rewards. This is how you earn healthy dopamine. Set small tasks, not big goals. Small, finishable tasks create momentum. Break big things into steps. Every time you finish one, your brain will reward you. If you give it tiny things you can genuinely finish, it will start waking up again. Not big goals, small tasks, stuff you can actually finish. Fold one piece of clothing. Send one message, drink one glass of water, open the window, wash one plate, step outside for 2 minutes. Every completion strengthens the dopamine pathway. Track your progress. It's another good thing to do. To-do lists work because checking things off a list gives your brain a dopamine bump. Learn something new. Curiosity triggers dopamine release. Your brain loves novelty and growth. Move your body. Exercise increases dopamine and helps your brain use it more efficiently. Limit fake dopamine. Your brain gets overwhelmed by endless scrolling, jumping between apps, multitasking, chasing instant gratification. These don't give real dopamine. They cause spikes and then crashes. Celebrate tiny wins, not out loud, not dramatically, just notice them. Your brain will take that as evidence that progress is safe and achievable. Try dopamine pairing. Pair something boring with something pleasant. Cleaning and a podcast. Laundry and your favorite TV series. Walking and music. This teaches your brain to associate tasks with reward. When dopamine is balanced, life feels exciting again. When it's low, everything feels dull and meaningless. So, if you've been feeling stuck lately, start small. Win one small battle today. Your brain will thank you. Oxytocin, the connection chemical. Oxytocin is known as the love or bonding chemical, but that oversimplifies it. What oxytocin actually does is tell your nervous system you're safe with others. It's released through touch, trust, kindness, warmth, connection, being understood. It's what you feel when you give someone a hug, cuddle a pet, laugh with a friend, or even do something nice for a complete stranger. Oxytocin makes us feel safe. It lowers stress hormones like cortisol. It creates belonging, intimacy, and emotional draw. When oxytocin is low, though, you may feel disconnected, anxious, lonely, guarded, not because you don't want to connect, but because you've been missing it for too long. That's why loneliness, grief, and depression hit so hard. It's not just emotional, it's chemical. If you've been hurt, abandoned, ignored, or betrayed, your oxytocin system becomes cautious and protective. Small doses of connection can feel overwhelming because your brain is starving for safety. But here's how you boost oxytocin naturally. Physical touch, hugs, hand-holding, cuddles, even petting a dog. Acts of kindness, helping others releases oxytocin in both people. Eye contact, genuine undistracted connection. Listening and being understood. Deep conversations build trust. Laughter, music, shared joy bonds people quickly. Community. Join a club, a group, a class, even online. Your brain doesn't care where the connection comes from. Humans are social creatures. We are not built to be or even heal alone. Next, serotonin, the mood stabilizer. If dopamine is excitement, serotonin is peace. It regulates your sense of calm, safety, and contentment. It's less about highs and more about balance. It's that feeling that things are okay. It gives you balance, emotional regulation, groundedness. It rises when you feel proud, respected, purposeful, connected. When serotonin drops, your mind shifts, and it's one of the main chemicals linked to mood disorders. Low serotonin can feel like irritability, emptiness, depression, anxiety, overwhelm. It can cause appetite changes, sleep disturbances, both oversleeping and undersleeping. The gut-brain connection. Here's the part almost nobody knows. About 90% of the body's serotonin is in your gut, and your gut and brain constantly communicate. Your gut has its own nervous system, the enteric nervous system. It's nearly called the second brain. When your gut is stressed, inflamed, or underfed, your serotonin will drop. This is why stress kills appetite. Sugar gives a temporary lift, then crashes, and hunger makes you moody. Depression can change bowel patterns, and poor sleep worsens everything. Your body and your brain are not separate, they're in constant conversation. And here's how to boost serotonin. Sunlight, 10 to 20 minutes of daylight, especially morning light, even with a cloudy sky will help. Reduce isolation. Serotonin rises when you feel part of something, even if you're just in the same room as others, not even talking. Movement, walking, yoga, stretching. Your brainstem will respond well to this, and it loves rhythm. Healthy foods. Tryptophan-rich foods support serotonin production. Eggs, nuts, seeds, salmon. Gratitude and meaning. Reflect on what's going right in your life triggers serotonin by reminding your brain of abundance and that things are actually okay. Serotonin doesn't really shout, it whispers. It's the quiet sense of I'm good at the end of the day. Endorphins, the natural painkillers. Endorphins are your body's soft, you're safe now chemical. They reduce pain, ease tension, and create that light, almost euphoric feeling after laughter or movement. They're responsible for pain relief, stress reduction, emotional release, relaxation. It's the I can breathe again feeling. Endorphins are released when your body senses challenge or relief. That's why you may feel lighter after exercise, laughter, sex, crying, music, stretching. Anything that releases physical or emotional tension. Endorphins kick in. Endorphins helped our ancestors survive danger. Now they help us survive modern life. Low endorphins may look like constant tension, irritability, restlessness, exhaustion, feeling trapped inside your own body. How to boost endorphins? Movement, not just workouts, just movement. Walking, stretching, dancing, loosening your shoulders. Anything that reminds your body it's capable. Laughter, watch something funny, or talk to someone who makes you smile. Even a small smile can trigger endorphins. Crying, yes, it helps. Crying triggers endorphins and relief. Safe but scary experiences. Cold water, a thrilling movie, trying something new, stepping outside your comfort zone. Music, especially music that moves you emotionally. Heat or spice. Spicy food or a warm bath can trigger mild endorphin release. Capsaicin triggers endorphin release because the brain interprets the heat as mild pain and responds with relief chemicals. So let's put it all together. Here's what's amazing. The dose chemicals work together. They overlap, they influence each other. When you take care of one, often the others will follow. They rise in response to tiny human things. Things you're absolutely capable of doing. A single moment even can trigger all four. A walk outside, serotonin. With a friend, oxytocin. While hitting a step goal, dopamine. And laughing, endorphins. That's the chemistry of happiness in one simple act. None of this requires a new personality, a perfect routine, dramatic life changes. You don't have to chase a perfect mood. You just have to give your brain what it needs to function the way it was designed to. Because happiness isn't random, it's a system. And once you learn how it works, you can start building your own balance again, gently, from the inside out. You're not chasing happiness, you're supporting the system that creates it. You just need to give your mind and body small, constant reasons to feel safe, connected, and proud. And over time, those reasons become habits, and those habits become happiness. Your brain isn't the enemy. It's doing its best with the signals it has. And remember, your brain is already wired for happiness. You just need to understand how. And now you do. One small task, one moment of daylight, one conversation or micro connection, one stretch, one warm meal, one honest breath. These chemicals respond to life, not perfection. And you don't have to force joy. You just have to give your biology a chance to remember it. So the next time life feels flat, ask yourself, have I moved my body today? Have I connected with someone? Have I achieved even one small thing? Have I laughed or let myself relax? If the answer is no, start there. Because happiness isn't about luck. It's about chemistry, and chemistry can be nurtured. You're not chasing happiness. You're just supporting the system that creates it. And the best part, your body already knows how to do it. You just have to give it the chance. My name is John. You're welcome to be here, and you're more than welcome to stay here.